Molly did it to me. She is laughing so hard she can't contain herself.
Good evening. I'd like to call the Board of Education meeting for Wednesday, August 20th to order. Can we have a roll call, please, Mrs. Schlueter?
Sure. Mrs. Witkowski?
Here.
Mr. Nielsen?
Here.
Mrs. Larson?
Here.
Mrs. Evans?
Here.
Mrs. Klein?
Here.
Mr. Alexandrovich?
Here.
And I'm here.
Thank you. Has the meeting been properly posted, Dr. Pats?
Yes.
Thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Per board policy, we allow up to 15 minutes of community comment. There are no community members present. Therefore, we will move on to item 4, approval of the agenda. Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Nielsen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Witkowski. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Item 5 is consent agenda. Does any board member wish to remove an item from the consent agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve consent agenda items 5A through D?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nielsen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Witkowski. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I will abstain from items A and B, please.
Okay. Motion passes with one abstention from items A and B. Thank you. Item 6, school board announcements. Do we have any school board announcements?
Just as far as everybody knows, I know Judy's contacted you with the new staff this Friday. Then also next Wednesday, we'll have our opening ceremony or opening welcome to staff in the Performing Arts Center beginning at 8 o'clock. So you're all welcome and invited to attend. It won't be long, so...
What day is that?
Pardon me?
What day was that?
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Thank you. And I just want to let the board know that the final school board resolutions are, I have a hard copy here, but I asked Megan to put them electronically in the library if you want to look at them. If you want the hard copy, you can look at that. So they are in the library. Okay. School board calendar. We have the annual meeting of the electors today, Wednesday, August 20th, here at the ECC at 6 o'clock p.m. We have a regular board meeting on Wednesday, September 10th, here at the ECC at 6 o'clock p.m. Item 8 is the treasurer's report. Mrs. Witkowski.
So, Jim, am I reading, there were two reports in the library. I'm reporting on August 12th, is that correct?
Right.
Okay, cash balances as of August 12th, 2014. In the general fund, we have $17,875,279. In the debt service fund, we have $2,995,405. And prior to September 24th, we anticipate cash requirements in the amount of $4 million for the August 31st and September 15th payrolls and accounts payable.
Are there any questions or comments? Thank you. Item 9 is the board, board meeting debriefing. Do we have any comments on the meeting? Hearing none. Future agenda items. September 10th, we'll have the financial reporting topic brought forward from Mrs. Witkowski and Mr. Alexandrovich from their meeting with Mr. Milzer. September 10th, also the topic of financial literacy that was requested by Mr. Nielsen. Any other agenda items? All right. And do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Klein. Is there a second? Mr.
Second.
Nielsen. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention. We are adjourned at 5:37.